Hey you guys, we're back here with the rest of the signs. The video cut last time. I had to delete some storage, so hopefully this time we'll be able to knock out the rest of the signs. And we're gonna start back with Cancer. Alright, so Cancer, what messages regarding your journey / the path that you are currently on? Let's see. Messages for Cancer regarding their journey. All right, Cancer, so I got the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles that popped out with the Justice. And what I'm getting right now is that, you know, you may be stepping into, or you may be studying more. Either it's you're stepping more into this 10 of Pentacles energy, so, you know, you're kind of gaining a lot of, you could be having like financial stability, or you could be, inheriting something, or like you could end up being connected to, or because the way I see it, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's like this person doesn't really have money on them, like even though it's that, but I feel like this money is still on like the grandma, the house, the lady, the kid, you know. So I can feel like somebody's about to come into some money, or you're about to come into some type of abundance. And then with the 2 of Pentacles here, I'm here, you're trying to keep something balanced. So this could be you, or this could be more focused on your like financial matters. So this could be like where you're at right now is you're learning to like balance out finances more. Or if it's not finances, then you're learning to balance out energy, currency. I feel like, you know, but currency is, you know, any form that you see it as, but you're getting justice. So I feel like keep up, because at the bottom of the deck, the Page, so definitely something could be coming, or you could be possibly nervous to ask for something. King of Pentacles. So we got a lot of Earth energy here. Can I get one more clarifying the King of Pentacles? King of Pentacles, please. One clarifying the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Yeah, so you guys could be getting ready to step into a particular energy. So you guys are about to start taking control of, so, okay, put it like this. So maybe in the past, you may have been tied, or you may have been focused more on heavy earth energies. So you may have been like stubborn about a particular way that you were going to obtain something, or a particular way that you're going to do something. But I feel like now you're learning how to have that balance of trusting, like, I don't know. You learn how to get this balance of being able to trust like your passions between like your wants. So you know how there could be certain things that you may be like, I really want that, right? But it's like, do you really need it? And then you kind of see how like when you get it, it don't really feed into, yeah, King of Cups, King energies. So something surrounding going through these different phases, like learning how to balance out your emotions, learning how to balance out your earth energy, air. The only energy, well, justice with the air, but I don't see any other swords. And even at the bottom of the deck, A1. So this is a lot of earth and fire energy. because I feel like the king is gonna come in with more about what you really want, right? Like, what do you want to put? Like, where do you want to take your cup? Like, where do you want to give your time, your energy? So, or this could even represent like you already got the money, right? But you're trying to find what else fulfills you. Okay, let me get some of these. Some oracles. Okay, what's wisdom pertaining to the situation? Does Cancer need to know about currently? So you got Fox, Clever, Black Jaguar also, Owl Magic, and Grizzly Bear Power. Yeah, so you're definitely being asked around this time to trust what you know. So maybe you have knowledge in all these energies, right? The King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the King of Cups, right? But you don't know how to balance it out. You don't know how to put them all together to make it work for you. So I feel like you're going through this balance of learning how to intertwine these energies, right? Because I feel like when you put these together, you have like a powerful, like you create power, or like you have the power to create. You have this ability. So I feel like you balancing out a lot of your, so this may be a time for Cancer for y'all to just be making sure that y'all are keeping y'all energies balanced. So so it's kind of like giving me the energy of like when you got multiple gifts, right? But if you don't keep those gifts balanced, like you may be in one gift more than the other. I know that kind of sounds like, well, that's not a big deal, right? But then you may take energy from the other gift or something. It's something about like the energy not being divided equally, or like it's supposed to be intertwined into one. Yeah, Inventor. And it says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle. What did I just say? And I just pulled this out the thing. What did I just say? So yeah, you guys are learning how to come into balance with these multiple energies that you hold, or these multiple statures that you have within you. Because maybe there had maybe been a time where, because that's what I'm kind of getting. It's like you got it all, right? It's kind of like when you got the power, but you don't know how to use the power. So I feel like you're finally getting to this point now where you're kind of learning how to balance out a lot of your energies, or balance out how you are in a lot of these other energies. All right, so what lesson is Cancer soul experiencing at this current time on their journey? What lesson? What lesson is Cancer? So you got the worry, death, guilt, discipline, and honesty. I'm gonna start with the first two, worry and death. So you're gonna have to let go of. So there may have been a particular way that you were doing something in the past, Cancer, that you kind of felt worked for you. And it might have, but I feel like with the shift and the changes that you guys are going through, you're gonna have to learn how to step outside of your comfort zone when it comes to how something has to play out. Because the worry card says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So there could have been something you possibly could have been stressing over, or like just really kind of heavy in your mind about, but it's been kind of affecting you with how you move forward. You know, because you may have been stuck on, you may have been kind of stuck on doing something a different way, or like, because, and you know, it's funny because with the discipline and the honesty here, with all these cards it's kind of giving me the energy like, you know, right? So it's kind of like that denial energy when you kind of like, it's kind of like the not trying to like focus on like where you went wrong with something. I am learning that. Okay, and then the Dev says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. You know, so I feel like you're understanding why some of your old ways or some of your old habits or your old ways of doing things has to happen, but you're kind of fighting it. Guilt. I release any belief that no longer serves my soul's growth. And that's kind of like what I was saying before, right? You may have been taking on certain practices, or you may have been using your energy in a certain way, but it's kind of getting to a point now where you're kind of seeing that it don't really help though. And that's why I say it's kind of denial energy, because it's like you try to avoid the guilt, you try to avoid feeling like a certain way about choices and decisions that you're making. But with the discipline here, I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. That's kind of saying how, like, but you got to see for yourself, and you got to build that confidence to push forward. You got to build up that energy. And maybe that's why all of these 3 cards is here, right? It's because you're learning how to step out of this King of Pentacles energy, which is more stubborn, and step more into this action, this controlled, but more of like, when I say controlled, I'm saying more controlled in like a more like positive control. Like, 'cause that one's energy is your fire, that's your action, you know? So that's what's going to get you to kind of do the passion, you know? And then with the King of Cups, right, I feel like this is more of what you truly feel you need to be doing, or what you really truly feel really aligns with you. Because at the end of the day, if you look at all these pictures, I mean, I think all the kings have a crown, but they all have a crown, right? So it's kind of giving me the energy like you wear many crowns, but you're trying to master balancing all of these crowns out. So with the honesty here, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And this is just kind of saying how, like, you know, when you focus too much on who you need to be for particular people, or when you focus too much of your energy on situations that don't really aid you a lot, or they take you away from your true who you are, you'll see yourself start to kind of like fake who you are, or try to be one specific type of person, because that's what, you know, in the past. And didn't I say something earlier about that too? It's like it was a past way of possibly of you doing something, or how you handled the situation, or how you used to move about things. And I feel like it's getting to a point now where it's kind of like you're having a deep reflection, where you kind of have to look at yourself for real and be like, well, I just can't be in that energy, you know? Like, I have all these other energies that are a part of me that's helping me get to this 10, right? Because that's what I said. You may be skilled in one area, but there's other areas that you gotta conquer, or that you gotta overcome. It's not even overcome, that you gotta accomplish, achieve, you know? So Cancer, that's all I got for y'all. I hope these messages resonate with y'all. If it did, make sure you guys leave a like, share, and subscribe. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next sign. Let me clean these cards up. So yeah, last day messages, Cancer, going out of that reading. Around this time, you gotta go inwards, right? Like, you really gotta go inwards, and you really gotta trust. You gotta trust. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be so easy to just try to stay stuck and be stubborn about how you gonna have to handle it. Like, go about a certain way of doing something, but that's where the test gonna be. And it's like, are you gonna pass the test, or are you gonna fail the test, right? And it all depends on how you decide to handle the situation. If you decide to stay stuck and do it your way, right? Or unless you surrender and start tapping into all those other energies that are within you to aid you to get to that highest potential, wherever it is you're trying to go. Okay. Let's hop into not Cancer, I'm crying. Let's hop into Leo. Leo. Let's hop into Leo. Leo. So Leo, y'all could around this time, y'all could be y'all could really be trying to get something in order for yourself, or it's kind of like the energy of making sure everything is lined up right. So you could be like double checking things, or you could be trying to like double check lists. So you may be making lists of things, or you may be just like paying more attention to certain things at this time. Like, so I'm kind of getting like you're on your toes about how you're handling things. So this is kind of giving me the energy, Leo, of that you guys are truly, truly, truly stepping into this power. I haven't put out no cards yet. So you guys are kind of stepping into your power and taking control of your life, or taking control of situations that you know you can control. Because I think that's important to remember that, like, there's going to be certain things that we can't control. And I feel like sometimes we be caught up on the things that we can't control versus, it's kind of like the way I was about to say a cuss word, right? But then like I kind of stopped and changed it. So there are certain things that you're like catching and you're paying attention to, and you kind of like fixing for yourself. Yeah, the Judgment. Okay. What other messages for Leo on their journey or regarding their path? So I just heard keep trusting. So I heard keep trusting the way that you're doing something. So yeah, I feel like you're getting judgment. So the judgment is that whatever you're doing to like truly like change or work on your reality, it's working. I really feel like I don't even have to put in many cards. I feel like that judgment card was just kind of like, and that was a major arcana. So I'm kind of getting like I really don't even have to put on my cards. So we're moving on to the oracles. All right. So what wisdom for Leo right now on their journey and path or path? All right, so you got Grizzly Bear Power, and it says, I am indestructible, I honor my intuition, and I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up and I will succeed. This kind of gives you like what I was saying, right? You're taking control of your life, right? You're using your willpower to do the right thing, but you're using your willpower based off of what your intuition is guiding you to do, right? So you're listening. That's why I said you're paying attention. You're listening to yourself more. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to the guidance that you're getting, right? And that's why you're getting this judgment of like good things kind of coming in, or you're getting this hand clap from the universe of like good job, Pathfinder. Yeah, because you chose to look what they say. It says, please release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So you're very powerful. And what did it just say on the other one? It says, I never give up. So you're a person that like, you don't let things kind of just stop you. You don't let things pull you away from what it is that you truly believe. You keep that power. You may have a strong solar plexus, and that kind of helps you a lot when it comes to making choices and decisions and actions, right? Because it's about what you identify and align with. Now, 2 more cards popped out, and I don't know what they're gonna say. It says Old Soul and White Stage Protector. You're balanced out between your white and your black. You're balanced out between your light and your dark. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. And now, what did I just say? And see that power, perseverance, power. You have so much in you that pushes you forward, Leo. And I feel like the reason why we keep having to reiterate this is because you probably are in this energy where like you don't really worry about too much, but it's because well, now you don't. So maybe you did in the beginning, but I feel like you've been through a lot of your challenges. You've been through a lot of your setbacks. And I feel like that's why that's not where you're at right now. So Leo, y'all right now where y'all are at, y'all are on y'all journey. Y'all are doing what y'all need to do. and y'all are following the guidance, y'all are following the intuition, y'all are following what your soul is being called to do, and you're letting it translate through the willpower actions that you choose to take while in this reality. Why? Blah, blah, blah. And look at this, right? And that's crazy that these two cards came out. Remember, this card was Old Soul, right? It says, White Stage Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings. Now look at that, right? All these cards we done pulled out, right? I'm not pulling these cards out my ass. Like, you are literally a person that you are so powerful. And if you've been just looking at your power like little, meaning like, you know how we only look at ourselves from a certain standpoint, like, you know, Leo, you need to look at yourself like you are that person, you know? You are that being, because you are so powerful. But I feel like sometimes you may lose sight of that, because that, you know, and it may be because of certain past things, you know? Or like, kind of like not getting that recognition from other people. Because that's what I'm kind of get with the judgment, with the hand clap, right? It's kind of like the universe and your spirit guides or like your spirit team is like congratulating you, right? But you may not see it from other people that's around you. So that could kind of sometimes make you get more into that, like, damn, I'm on the right path, or like, you know? But I feel like, scratching the third out, but I feel like you know that you're on the right path. But it's just about the simple fact that you need to get more into the energies of singing for yourself, right? So it's kind of like when we want that validation, right, to kind of just know like that we're doing right. But it's about already knowing for yourself that you're doing right without having to second check from another person outside of yourself, right? So this is a confirmation from your guides that you are definitely where you need to be. Visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love the big heart. Like I said before, solar plexus energies. But then also when it talks about you see the right path, that kind of, what I said, it kind of ties back to the intuition, right? Because you're doing things, you're paying attention to all of these little things that add into, you know, who you are. Or like, it's kind of like when you get those little signs, like you pay attention to it because you know it's something trying to tell you something, or something trying to guide you, or something trying to pull you in a certain direction. So you don't ignore it. And by you seeing it from that higher perspective versus just like, oh, it's a coincidence, that's more low it, right? So that's why I said it's rise above earthly matters. All right, so let's get some of these cards. All right, Leo, y'all got a good reading. Y'all got a good reading. All right, so what lessons for Leo's soul are they going through at this time? What lessons are Leo's going through at this time? So worry came out, and it says, I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. And at the bottom of the deck, it's abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I want and desire in a physical reality. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting the energies that in the past you guys may have worried about how you guys are going to take control of your life, or how you were going to truly step into this new power of yours, or truly step into your power. And I feel like now that you've done it, it's kind of like, you know, it's not like disbelief energy, but it's more that energy of like, yeah, you did it. Hand clap. Like, judgment. It's going, like, you know, things are about to, like, if they ain't already changing, they're about to. But if they already have, it's like, this is your confirmation that you took the necessary steps. You did what you had to do, Leos, to get to this point. And so now it's like, you know, you get to relish in this happiness. But I feel like, but just make sure, like, you stand focused. Remember what it says. You're able to see the right path. And it's kind of like the energy of, like, you know, when you accomplish one thing, right? Like, keep moving forward. Keep appreciating the things that you are doing right, and steady moving forward. Because I feel like sometimes it is easy to, like, you know, accomplish one thing or get one big win and then kind of let up. So I feel like this is also just a message, you guys, to just be consistent. You know, think about everything you've done up to this point to actually do what you need to do. 2442 on the phone. So it's a reflection period of what you have done, and then what you need to continue to do to stay at this point. So that's all I got for y'all, Leos. I thank y'all for tuning in for y'all messages. I really hope that this resonated with you guys. If it didn't resonate with everybody, that's okay. Check the rest of your signs in your chart, and just be mindful that a lot of these readings sometimes are not going to resonate with certain people on the first go, and that's the thing with a lot of all signs readings. So just be open to the messages that do come. If it's a piece of the message that you feel is yours, take it. But if it's not the whole thing, don't take it. So kind of stepping outside of that. You know, and this is and this is probably a message for Leos that this was not for, but Leos that were checking this out. Make sure that you guys are tuning into in words to using your intuition to really get that feeling, connect with that guidance. Because if it wasn't anything that you guys learned from this, reading this should have been, okay, damn, I really got to trust more of myself. I got to trust more of my internal guidance, the guidance that I'm getting from above, right? Because that's what's going to bring in that judgment. That's what's going to bring in that where I don't have to watch the video to get I might be watching for the confirmation, but I'm not watching it to see, like, okay, what's next, What do I need to do? So you guys need to start learning how to turn inwards, Leo. And it's like I said, it's not for everybody, so take it with a grain of salt. But I just had to get that out there and say that. So, all right, now we're moving on to Virgos. Moving on to Virgos, y'all. All right, Virgos. So let's see what y'all got going on y'all regarding your journey, or like the path that you're currently on. Virgos. I just want to know. No, seriously, I just want to know. I'm hearing a song. It's like, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, something. It's a Jamie Foxx song with Jay-Z, I think. That well. I don't really know the name of it, but that's what I just heard in my head. All right, so Virgos. Okay. All right. So we got the Temperance, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups, Virgos. All right. All right. So what I'm getting, Virgos, is around this time you guys are going to be learning to kind of keep a foot in both worlds, but I'm not getting it like spiritually. I'm kind of getting it more like perspectively. So you could have like Sagittarius energy in your chart, Virgos, or you could have some type of like air energy as well. And I feel like this energy mixes to allow you to create something. But I feel like you don't see it because even though the Fool is here and the Fool does talk about taking that leap of faith, right? But the energy I'm kind of getting is that sometimes you're afraid to go off that cliff, So you may because usually the Fool says like they're in their own thing that they just trust going off the ledge because they trust what's going to happen. But what I'm getting is that you may be on the edge, right? But you're not jumping over, You're kind of doing things that don't allow you to really go all the way. You can have like a dog or something. You could listen to music heavy. And then with the Ace of Cups here, I'm gonna get more clarification on Ace of Cups. Can I please get clarifications on the Ace of Cups and what this Ace of Cups pertains to for Virgo? Okay, so you got the World, and at the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. So something could be ending, and I think the video for the frequency I was playing just ended. So this could be talking about something that's gonna end, or this could be a situation that's gonna end. I mean, I just have to say it like this. It could be like a love situation that's gonna end, or it could be a cycle that's closing up, dealing with love. Because we have 3 major arcanas here, and only 1 Ace of Cups. Can I please get more clarifications on either what about this love is going to end or what cycle? So you got the Judgment, 10, Devil, Page, Magician, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, Virgo. So there could be a particular situation dealing with like being like tied to a certain situation, or it could be like I don't know, like my hand just started shaking a little bit. So there could be like something. There's gonna be a situation that you're gonna have to end because it doesn't allow you to really step fully into your power, or it doesn't allow you to really step fully into taking a leap into things that you really want for yourself. So it's kind of giving an energy of like there may be a certain environment that keeps you stuck, or there may be a certain environment that doesn't really allow you to kind of put yourself out there. It doesn't allow you to really manifest what you truly want. Like, so it could be like, it could either be partnerships or it could be just more like I don't know. It's just there's gonna be something that you're walking away though from, because something just doesn't fulfill you anymore. So Virgos, where you guys are at right now, you guys are at a point where you're kind of realizing like what has to change. You're realizing what has to end, right? Because you see how like you not being in this like free state of energy, this free. Because like I said, what I got with the Fool is like, the Fool does represent the lady going off the edge, and then like, but trusting the universe that they're gonna take care of everything. But what the energy I kind of got was like that you're stopping at the edge of the ledge and you're not taking that leap of faith, and it's because of like fears tied to like a situation not working, or it can even be like a family dynamic of a situation, because the ten of Pentacles did pop up, and so, and with the Devil, so Capricorn energy too. But what I was kind of getting was like more so like tied to a situation that doesn't allow you to really step out there and really manifest what you want. So you may not feel free in your environment as much as you would want to, because I feel like your environment doesn't allow you to really be free to create what you want. So it's kind of like it's unfulfilling. Okay, let's get some wisdom oracles. All right. So what wisdom for Virgos regarding this situation? I'm gonna take those that just came out. It's Giraffe Visionary, Moose Wisdom, Elk Nobility, Bison Abundance, and Grace. All right, so you guys have definitely been asked to kind of see something from a higher perspective. It's kind of giving you the energy of looking into seeing why, but not really looking. It's kind of just putting yourself in another. Didn't I say this earlier with this? I was saying feeding both worlds, but like a feed with seeing something from two perspectives, from more of a grounded perspective, but then also from more of a water intuitive perspective. because it's something building up. Well, what y'all got to say, because I got like this in my throat. So there could be something building up that y'all like want to say, but y'all are kind of like keeping it quiet right now. With the wisdom here, it says, lift your head and mind and reach the stars. Bro, what did I just say? It says, let your head and mind reach the stars, but yet keep your feet grounded on earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. The ancestors speak through you, you know much. And what did I just say about a feet in both worlds, right? So you guys are definitely kind of getting into seeing how possibly like an old way of doing something, or just like an old way of like staying stuck and not going further. So it's kind of like, you know, not taking that leap of faith, right? Because it's the fear of the unknown, the fear of like what could happen, the fear of what could not happen. And you're getting to this point where you're realizing that like you got to be strong, you got to persevere, you got to have that power, you got to trust the guidance that you get when you're in those situations where you don't know what to do, more so than just get more in the mind. Because I feel like sometimes when you get more in your mind, that's what kind of pulls you away from truly being able to really access and be in the energy that you truly want to be in. Yeah, my arm just keeps shaking. So somebody could be like angry, or somebody could be like not pleased with where they are at, or it's just this energy of like I said, Eight of Cups, just not fulfilled. It just doesn't, you know. So you got the bison abundance. Sacred buffalo, clothe me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness and teach me the ways of gratitude and prayer. So this could be something that you can also say as like an affirmation. And I'll say it again. Sacred buffalo, clothe me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Because I feel like you guys probably need to start praying more about your situations. So that's because that's the illusion. People think like, oh, you're spiritual, you don't have to pray, you know, but you can still. It all kind of goes and ties together, honestly. But it's about the way that you do it for yourself, like what works for you. But the card said pray, you know, gratitude and pray. Teach me the ways of gratitude and prayer. So you're gonna be taught. So you're gonna be seeing possible certain signs on how to connect more with spirit, connect more with God, or connect more with source. You're gonna start seeing it. And maybe that may be the abundance more so than it is the money that it is, you know? Maybe it may be more of the knowledge, the wisdom that you're going to be gaining, right? But you got to open yourself up to receive that, you know? You got to be willing to be taught by the universe. You got to be willing to be taught by your guides, your spirit team, your guardian angels. You got to be willing to sit there and allow them to come in and work with you and help. Because what did it say earlier? It said the ancestors speak through you. You know much. So you're gonna start possibly having certain like downloads or certain epiphanies or certain realizations, and that could be like your guides trying to push you forward and help you kind of see clear. So you got the swan grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity in the spirit of beauty. Yeah, so this is kind of give you the energy of you guys are gonna start and look at that wisdom popped out so many times in this. So that's gonna be something that you guys are gonna be doing. So more so tap into your third eye. Third eye and like the heart. I'll say more so of the heart for more of the like the intuition, so the trust in what you feel, and then the third eye is like being able to see, and that also connects to your wisdom, right? Because it's through the brain, and yeah, you know what I'm saying, you know. Inspire me with dignity in the spirit of beauty. I'm on my phone, so I can't look it up there, but I want to look up what the word dignity means. Dignity, the state or quality of being worthy of honor and respect. I'm hearing throbbing in my ear. So yeah, you're gonna get to this point where you realize like you start building more respect for yourself because you see how beautiful you are. You see how much more you are than who you were before. Because maybe at this other point, right, you were scared to take this leap because you didn't know who you were if you took that leap of faith. You know, you didn't know who you were if you went over the edge, if you did things differently. You know, it was it's comfortable to be still on the edge and not go right. But when you go over the edge, it take you to a new level. It take you to a new you. It take you to a new way of doing things. And I feel like that's a part of your experience. You know, and maybe that's what you're learning at this current time is how to really trust going over the edge and taking a leap of faith within situations, or you know, even taking a leap of faith with yourself. All right. So what lessons right now is Virgos experiencing or going through on their journey slash path? All right. What lessons for Virgo? Let's shuffle. All right, what lessons for Virgo are they learning at this current time? What lessons for Virgo? Okay, so you got courage, and then you got purpose in reverse. I'm gonna read the purpose in reverse out the book because it says a particular thing for it in reverse. With courage, it says, I find the inner strength to face fears with confidence. And what did I just say about that going over the edge, right? It's that fear of that unknown. So I feel like you're going to start taking in more energies where you kind of start trusting more of this unknown. You're going to start building more courage of taking or making choices and making decisions, right? Because you're not going to be in that fear anymore. But right now you may be in that fear, you know? And so that could be why you ain't been really focused on what you need to be focused on, or you're not taking that leap, right? Because of the fears of that unknown of like, well, damn, if I do this, what happens? You know, if I trust this, what does that mean? If I go this route, what's, you know, so it's kind of like I said, be more in your head energy more than your intuition, that trust in what you know, what you truly know. All right, so let's read purpose, purpose in reverse. So yeah, the purpose in reverse, you could possibly be like right now, the lesson that you are learning, right, is to kind of tap more into yourself to really figure out what it is that you truly want to do. So you may just be living, right? But then you don't really have a sense of you just don't have a sense of something. You just don't have the sense. And I'm not getting like common sense, but it's like it's giving me more like of a spiritual sense, right? And I think that's why you're being asked to build more of that, your intuition, right? Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah, because and that's okay, it's making sense, right? So you're learning a lesson to kind of let go of certain things that made you feel that you had to be a particular person, or that you were never going to be anybody at all. You kind of got to forgive yourself for not making the right choices. You got to forgive yourself for not handling situations the right way. You got to forgive yourself for not, because I'm looking at this black circle, but it looked like a cord, or like a ribbon cord or something. So it's kind of giving like you could have been keeping yourself tied or chained to a particular way of dealing with something, right? But now you got to get to a point where you accept that, you know, you accept this forgiveness. You forgive yourself for making past choices or decisions a certain way, because that's what's gonna open you up, yeah, back to this peace. Because then you're gonna start trusting yourself, right? And that trusting yourself will create that freedom and create that gratitude. And then what popped out earlier with the other card, right? Teach me the ways of gratitude and prayer. So you're gonna start learning how to build this up for yourself. The more and more that you start doing what you got to do, you start stepping out of that fear. You start forgiving yourself for not knowing the right choices. You start accepting that you can or cannot do something. All right, Virgos, that's all I got for y'all. I hope this resonated. And if it did, leave a like, share, subscribe, and a comment. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, so we're gonna move right on along to the Libra. We'll move right on to Libras. Let's move right on to Libras. All right, so what, where, how, or when? What, where, how, or when? What, where, how, when, what, where. So something in fours could be significant, Libra. Something in fours or the number 4 could be significant for you guys. I want to make sure it really shuffled up, y'all, because we did just do the other ones. I want to try to make sure, you know, not the same cards come out. That shot out. So the Queen of Pentacles. So Libras right now, y'all could be expanding, whether that be knowledge or because the Queen of Pentacles popped out, so but y'all could be expanding y'all love for how y'all cater to something, or a love for how y'all handle or take care of something. Like you care about the things that you work for, you care about the things that you take your time to build. All right, so you got the Page of Pentacles. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the World at the bottom, the Hermit. All right, so Libras, around this time, you guys could be I just seen this, and I ain't never seen this before. The girl, she wearing like rose tinted glasses. Or, you know, and you know, I always heard that phrase about, like, you gotta take the rose-tinted glasses off. And what I'm really getting right now with that is that you guys are about to stop seeing something in a certain way, but it's good, though. Because with the Hermit here, it's kind of giving me the energy of, like, whatever you're gonna stop seeing or whatever you're gonna stop nurturing is going to show it's gonna be seen while in hermit mode. So you're gonna have to disconnect. Let me slow down. Something's gonna end, but then it's gonna push you into this hermit mode to connect inwards to really see something from a different perspective. Because maybe you probably have been giving or nurturing to something, right? Because you were looking at it through these rose-colored glasses of like, oh, it looks like this. It looks so good. It looks so great. But then because something closed off, or now that something is about to close or something is about to end, or you have now closed the cycle out with how you see something, yeah, hermit mode and the devil, because maybe in the past you could have been like more obsessed over a situation, or you could have been, it's kind of, yeah, 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's kind of giving me that energy of like you could have been just kind of more, this look to the side gave me the vibes of like trying to avoid something. So I think with the rose-colored glasses, there was something that you were trying to avoid, dealing with a heartbreak or with a situation knowing that somebody was bad, or a situation where you knew that it was more toxic or that it wasn't as good. Because I feel like now that you're in this hermit mode, you kind of looking at that situation for what it was. It also could have been dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, it wasn't fulfilling. Eight of Cups. Because I'm getting that you had to walk away, right? Because I feel like if you didn't walk away, yeah, you came to the enlightenment that you had to walk away. Because with these, because, oh, you had to walk away from a particular person because you needed to kind of put more of that focus back onto yourself. So you may have been trying to cater to a particular person and like give them your all, right? But I feel like once you kind of closed the cycle off, or when you decided to really kind of step back from the situation and go in hermit mode, it allowed you to kind of see how like toxic and not fulfilling that this situation was. Like you had to really get enlightened about this King of Cups. So maybe they really could have been a King of Cups, or they could have been just a King of Cups that was disguising themselves as a King of Cups. So that's probably why you was willing to give your time, your energy, like all of your nurturing energy. It's kind of giving that like Venus and Taurus energy. And then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups, it's kind of like now you're more cautious with where you take your energy. Now you're more cautious with where you displace yourself, displace your energy. And I feel like it's based because of the situation. All right. So what wisdom regarding this situation does Libra need to know about at this current moment? All right, so you got Loon, Intuitive. And it says, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and loved. And with this card, with this card, it do talks about disconnecting and going into nature, the ground, and like find the answer that you're looking for. And I'm feeling a real connection with that right there. That if that's not what you're already doing, that's what you need to do. So you need to start taking more time to go out in nature and like ground out a lot of the things that are in your mind. Because it says, listen to the song of your soul. So that song of your soul is your voice. That voice that constantly talks to you. That voice that constantly guides you. Emerge from the busy life. So you think about when sometimes you be so caught up in your reality, you be so caught up in life that like you don't slow down enough. Because you be so caught up, everything is going on. You don't have, so everything you hear is somebody else talking. It's the music playing. It's all of these things, right? But when you don't, but if you never really disconnect, you never really turn inwards to yourself to really see how you see something. So that's why after it ended, you went through this period to realize, like, you went in hermit mode to really see what the situation was, because that whole time that you were supposed to be listening to your intuition, you wasn't. You had been just going more with the mind, like I said, seeing it with the rose-colored glasses. Not listening to your intuition and how you really felt about it, but you just trying to see it with the logical mind, and that's what kind of messed you up a little bit. Well, shit, not a little bit, a lot bit, and you gotta be honest with yourself and say it was a lot bit, and not try to just it wasn't. White Sage Protector, you're an old soul. Best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. What did I say earlier about that's the second time something with intuition that came out? So it was definitely meant for you. It was definitely meant for this to end so that you could kind of see that you need to start trusting your intuition way more than you was doing before. Because like I said, before you had them rose-colored glasses on, so you were seeing it more with the logical mind, with the like, well, it looks like it makes sense. It looks like they're doing, but it had to end for you to go, third eye, I'm scratching again. But it had to happen for you to see it that way. And I feel like this is going to allow you to start trusting more. Yeah, power and happiness. Yeah, because you're about to take your power back and start gaining your happiness again. Because now that you're aware, so that's the thing. When you wasn't aware about what this person was doing or like how the situation was going, it was easy for you to be manipulated. It was easy for you to be kind of caught up and stuck on the situation because you wasn't seeing how it was really going for real. You was just kind of just caught up in the whole like, oh, what's happening? Those rose-colored glasses. All right. So what lesson right now does what lesson right now is Libra experiencing? Okay, so change popped out. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So yeah, it's kind of, and the world card is right here as I clean the cards up. So yeah, you had to kind of move out of this situation, right? to kind of see what needed to change. You had to leave this situation. Yeah, I was just about to show the cards, but relationships at the bottom of the deck. You had to change relationships to kind of see. You had to move the relationship from you and somebody else to you back with yourself to kind of see everything that you was not been able to see before. Yeah, fear, patience. It says, fear, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in a life of the energy of love. Patience, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, because at one point in time, you could have been in fear of like it ending, or you could have been trying to control the situation, right? But the universe is trying to tell you, like, don't control it, like, you know. But you will see it with the rose-colored glasses, you know. It's kind of keeping like they're like an eye, right? But it look like glass, but an eye looking through the glass. So yeah, whew. Yeah, but I feel like now you starting to see it, or now that you took this time to be in hermit mode, you're seeing it, or you saw it. So now it's like you that's why now the wheel of fortune is there, because it's like you made the necessary choices to end the situation, or the situation ended by itself, and they gave you a chance and opportunity to focus on yourself now. Imagination. It says I embraced and nourished the creative aspect of my mind. So yeah, that's like you now getting out of that. Like I said, the rose-colored glasses, right? They're trying to make it seem like what it really is when it really ain't what it ain't. You know, so now you're creating more of that for you. Yeah, failure at the bottom of the deck. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah. So you're gonna realize that this situation had to play out. It had to happen like this for you to get to that point, for you to see like what you really need to do, how you really need to move, versus than you in the past trying to move based off what you thought you knew, how you thought you were seeing the situation because you had the rose-colored glasses on. This card was flipped over. I didn't know it. Envy. It says I am the same as everybody, but with different circumstances and challenges. Yeah, because you had to realize that this situation, low key, was a little like because it was so toxic, right? And that's the thing. Somebody could be mad that like you made this choice and decision to focus on yourself more, but that's the thing. You gotta realize like it's gonna be like that, you know. But that's where they're gonna have to go through their own healing and their own doing the work to really see like why are you mad because somebody else made a choice to walk away, right? When that was the best thing for them, you know. So you're gonna have people like that that are gonna try to like make you feel bad for making certain choices and decisions for yourself. Yeah, humor and worry. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I am learning that worry does not change the outcome. Yeah, so you kind of finally get know the situation. It's kind of getting the energy of like when you start healing, right? So how you used to be worried, you used to be stressed about it, you're not the energy no more. The energy that you is with this situation now, you're kind of just like, oh well, it had to happen. Like it is what it is, you know. So you're not in that fear and worry anymore. Now you're in the humor of just like it's kind of like when you accept it for what it is, you know. So that's all I got for y'all, Libras. I thank y'all for tuning in. This is a good reading too. Y'all just gotta be on it. You gotta start tapping inwards a little more to kind of really to get that to follow that intuition versus then trying to see it. It's kind of like when you want your mind to see it a certain way, right? So you be like, no, it is true. They do love me. It is, you know. It's like just gonna say it, but like creating that delusion, you know. Sometimes creating a delusion when it ain't what it is it can send you down a bad path. All right. So next we're moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Moving on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, y'all could possibly be a little tired. Ain't gonna cap. I'm crying. In my head, I was like tired of what, and it was like tired of bullshit. So Scorpios, y'all could be tired of like something that's going on, or like the way something is being like handled, or like the way that other people handle stuff. I feel like y'all are just tired of that BS for real, for real. Y'all are just like, no, like you're just tired of it. All right. So what messages for Scorpio regarding their journey / the path that they're currently on? What messages? What messages for Scorpio? Okay, so Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Four of Wands upright. Ace of Swords at the bottom. Truth. Yeah. So, Scorpio, y'all could have been. Yeah, this might resonate with what I was saying before, like how y'all saying y'all was tired of BS. So y'all may have been in a situation with somebody that was very emotional and manipulative. Like they kept you in a situation. So it could have probably been like a third party situation or a situation surrounding. I don't want to say finance, but I'm just getting probably was more of a third party situation. But it was something that you were supposed to be collaborating on, or somebody's supposed to be collaborating with you, or like. But it didn't go right because of somebody else, whoever this Queen of Cups is, it was in reverse. They were really only focused on themselves. Like they was really in a situation to really see what they can get out of it. And I feel like they really wasn't committed. So like this person could have definitely been more this manipulative energy. Like they would. It's kind of like they would. It's kind of giving energy like push pull, like that narcissist energy, where they'll give you a little bit and then like they won't give you nothing at all. And I feel like what this made you do, or if it's not you or them, but with the Hermit and Four of Wands, it's kind of giving me the energy of like you had to kind of go in hermit mode to really like meditate on the situation, to really see like, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? And remember I said the Ace of Swords at the bottom, so it's kind of like the truth is now, or like you're now getting clarity, or you now have clarity. So if you're looking at this for like the clarity of like, yeah, because now you really see that they wasn't given to you equally. Yeah, Two of Cups. Yeah, so it could have been a situation that you may have felt like, yeah, if that's the lovers that popped out, which I think it is. Yeah, so it could have been dealing with a Gemini. So a Scorpio dealing with a Gemini, and this person wasn't. It just wasn't an equal give and take. Like, or you may have been giving more, but then they wasn't really showing up, or like they were more. Yeah, they were more manipulative with the love. Like it says Ace of Cups, but I'm reading it both. Either I'm reading through the energy I'm getting though, and what I'm kind of getting is that yeah, because you had to move away. Six of Swords, and you had to really decide if this was something that was going to be worth you putting your time and energy to. But I feel like you decided to definitely hold back and take back your power and control, because I feel like you could have been through this multiple times before, and I feel like if you would have went through it again, it would have been a burden. So I feel like Scorpio, y'all gotta be glad that something did not work out because it was for your highest good. So you may right now be kind of trying to worry, like think about like, dang, like why didn't it work? Why didn't it end? Right? And it probably just wasn't for your highest good. As good as it could have been, or whatever it was, it still wasn't what you needed. So the higher calling card popped out. It says you have within you all the courage you need to let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make notable choices for your life and your tribe. So you could be connected with new people, Scorpio, that are gonna be a part of your journey. They're gonna be a part of your path, your life, your journey, your life, your path, your journey, your life path. So you gonna be connected with people that possibly are more spiritual, or like it's just this higher calling that they have, or that you guys have together, that's gonna help you align with somebody that. And I'm not really getting that it's just like one specific person. Yeah, ladybug, good luck. Yeah, so this new tribe that you're going to be surrounded around, or these new people that you're going to be meeting or connecting with, is going to be helping you really be able to see what it's like to be connected with people that truly show up and love you, that truly show up and are there for you. Not just the people that are there when it's beneficial, or not just the people that's there when it's kind of like that loner energy, you know? Because, yeah, greatness, freedom. Yeah, because you're going to get to a point where you see how, like, because with the greatness, it says, love is your strength, leadership is your path, your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally easily achieve success. Horse, freedom. Your heart is pure and free. Then we just say something about love and heart over there, right? Well, not specifically. You get what I'm saying, though. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. Follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So yeah, you're gonna be connecting with people that allow you to step into more of this your power. They allow you to step more into seeing you for you, seeing yourself for you, and it's gonna challenge you. It's gonna challenge you to start trusting more of, when you encounter situations that don't work out. It's kind of like when you encounter a situation that don't work out right, but then you lucky be trying to like want to stay a little bit, but wholeheartedly you already know, like, but this situation isn't good for me, so why would I stay? Why would I even continue to go on with it? So I feel like you're just getting to that point where you're realizing what you got to do. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve and to live in the energy of love. Yeah, because possibly in these past situations, you had to learn this lesson of um it's kind of the energy of like seeing it from other people's perspective, but at the same time, like not being so much in the fear and like thinking the worst all the time about something. Because you live more in that fear. You start acting from fear versus you start acting from the actual love and compassion and understanding. But it's not saying that you got to just wholeheartedly be there, but it's just saying like that's going to be a part of how you see it. You got to add that part into it too versus just putting all the fear into it. Bottom of the deck, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So I kind of remember that the higher calling popped out too. So like I said, you may be pushed to be focused more on like your spiritual, like your spiritual path. You need to put more focus on that instead of like possibly like relationships or like friendship partnerships. You need to be focused more on. Damn, where did the card go? Yeah, so y'all need to be more focused because I feel like if y'all aren't, something's gonna go missing, or you're gonna lose a sense of something. Because I know I could have sworn I pulled that card out, or maybe it was at the bottom of the deck. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like you'll get so caught up in that situation that it'll make you kind of start, going a little bit crazy, just a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, like a little bit. But that's all I got for y'all, Scorpio. Um, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Like I said, it's just about you guys needing to know where y'all need to be putting y'all energy and displacing that energy, and not really trying to like settle for, you know what I'm saying? Like you at a point in your life where there is no more choices to settle. There is no more choices to be caught up on the past and why it didn't work out, and you got to move forward. You got to trust yourself that you know this will be my next how it go, or this will be. It's kind of like that energy of like you got to trust that like the next time gonna be different. Because I could have sworn a card popped out and it was like, I don't. I'm just saying. I feel like it's something that y'all gonna realize and y'all gonna see like, dang, I definitely should have took a little more time to be trying to. So you know how when you never really heal over something, but you just try to like forget about it. It's kind of giving like that energy. So you're finally getting to that point to really move through and heal. you know, versus than just trying to stay stuck or just try to move on, but then you're not really moving on. You just kind of, you lucky just kind of like settling for it to be, oh well, it was what it was, you know. But you're not really doing the healing of like accepting and really truly moving forward with what it was. All right, so I'm probably gonna have to. I don't want to end this video because we only got 4 more songs to go, but I do gotta charge the phone, unless you guys don't mind.
Charging.
So we probably just do it like this, y'all. Right way, but okay. So now let's hop on to Sagittarius. All right, let's see Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, so what messages regarding or what are the current messages that Sagittarius needs to know at this current time when it comes to their journey or the path that they are on? So I just heard you got to learn to love it. So that kind of gives me the energy of like becoming passionate about something. You got to learn to love it. You got to learn to love doing something or love stepping into something or stepping out of something. It's kind of giving me the energy of like when you start building a new habit, right? But it's something that you really really like, right? So it becomes a passion because you truly love doing it. All right, let's see. All right, so we got the 6 of Cups. So you got the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. The bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So y'all could have got somebody gave y'all fake love, or you could always receive fake love. Yeah, 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 8 of Swords. So there was a situation, or if this is not a current situation, there was a past situation where you you used to give out cups of love to everybody else, but you wasn't giving it to yourself. And that kind of always kept you in this mental entrapment of like, you know, why wasn't you fulfilled? Yep. Because you used to play like everything was okay, or, you know, when you were giving, everything was okay, but then when you didn't have people to give to, or when you didn't have situations to, you know, show up for, you didn't feel fulfilled. It's kind of giving the energy of like when you thought you had everything you needed, right? But then, you know, there may be particular people or particular situations that die out, and then like we don't have that energy to give to those situations. You were so dependent on giving it to everyone else that you didn't really give it back to yourself. So you don't know how to, and that kind of left you with this Ace of Cups in reverse feeling with yourself, and that put you in this mental entrapment, judgment, because of possibly the way that you handled the situation or the way that you took something on. Seven of Wands. I just heard you were trying to be so strong. So you could have been a Sagittarius that was trying to be like really, really in control of something, or you were trying to like control the outcome of a situation. It's kind of giving the energy of like when you really, 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 really give your all to a situation, right? To try to change it. Or like you feel like you could change something, or that you could change like how something was gonna happen, or like how somebody was gonna love you, or how somebody was gonna trust you, how somebody was gonna deal with you. Like you felt like if you gave so much that could change it. That could be that could be the determining factor that would allow them to change. Right? Damn, a lot of cards, like a lot of cards fell out. I'm putting all these back. Hold on. So it could have been a lot that you had to say, or there was a lot that was not said. So it's because it's really giving you energy like somebody probably ghosted you, or somebody like you didn't have this. I'm getting like you didn't have any more cups to give, like because I feel like all these other cups are empty, right? Or you could have gave a cup to somebody that was like immature, somebody that didn't know how to handle love or handle your love, and so you giving that last cup away kind of put you in this place where it was like you didn't have any more love to give, or it just could have been a situation where it was It says Ace of Wands and the Death, because something had to like there was like an ending that was manifested possibly, or an ending. Oh, yeah, because the Death just landed on the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I'm kind of getting there like you had to cut something off. And if it wasn't you that cut it off, I think it was definitely the divine that cut something off. Because you were just giving too much. Because and now you may be in this five of cups energy. Because but the thing is, you got to realize that like even though the situation didn't work out and all those cups you felt were wasted love, you have to realize that you still have two cups behind you for you, two cups that you're gonna take and uh, give to yourself, because those are gonna be those two cups that you help heal with. Those two cups are gonna be the ones that help you um, do the work that you need to do. It's gonna be you balancing out that masculine, that feminine, balancing out the your light and your dark, right? But it's gonna be a little scary at first, but you're gonna have to. But it's gonna have to happen because yeah, yeah, it's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to get to that point where you balance out um, how you nurture, but then also how you set boundaries. And I feel like that's been a big struggle because you may have been a person that was very, very over nurturing, but you never gave yourself that opportunity to set the boundaries, you know? Because if you set those boundaries, then it was more like, and it's the boundary with yourself, right? The boundary of what you give to self, not just about the boundary that you set with other people. So this is more focused on you than it is more like a relationship. Maybe that was the context, right? But it's about you and you though, the relationship with you and yourself, and how that was something that you were that you needed to still build, versus than trying to give this love, this nurture, and everything else to other people. It was like, what about you? Because doing all that left you with an empty cup. Then you were in the mental entrap. Then you were, like going through it. So it's kind of giving like it could have been like dark night energy, or you could have just went through like a deep phase of like a depression. And if it wasn't a depression, you just definitely went through this a dark period where you were just like really like pretending like things are all right, but subconsciously or like beneath the surface, like you felt like it was all a waste. So let's get some oracles out regarding the situation. All right, so you got Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You are naturally easy to achieve success. So it's kind of getting into like you got to realize that you have the power to shift this situation. You have the power to shift this dynamic of where it went. But you have to move from love, right? But that love for yourself. Because you choose it and having that love for yourself, love for the boundaries, to like all of that is gonna play a part with how people follow. It's kind of like how I said before, right? When you was like you feel like, oh, if I give people all this love, then that's gonna help change them, right? But it'll be more people be inspired by how you set those boundaries for yourself, by how you had that respect for yourself. But with the good luck card coming here, I definitely feel like now that you've realized this, I feel like there will be judgment. So if you've been moving forward and actually doing the work, or like, you know, kind of getting out of these old patterns of how you used to do all these old things, I definitely feel like you're kind of starting to see it a little more. So this may have been a confirmation for like a past situation. And if this isn't something from the past, like I said, if it ain't your message, don't take it. Just, it ain't yours, just skip, you know. But I'm definitely getting that there was a Sag out there that definitely went through a period of just overgiving and was too passionate, too in the heart, but not enough of the. But it wasn't there was no balance. You know, it's kind of like when you're too much in your divine feminine, right? You know, if you don't balance that out, then you'll become too dependent on giving freedom. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, because you were depending on giving to other people to create that happiness. So now you're learning that it's about you and you, what you create with you, what you create for your own. Change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah, so you had to go through these situations these situations, or you know, these past situations were giving you a cup away to really see like, yeah, but I gotta change how I do this, because if I keep this up, then it's not gonna be what it needs to be. I won't be at that point. I won't have what I need for myself. All right, that's all the cards that popped out. All right, Sag, that's all I got for y'all. I hope this reading resonated. If it did not, that's okay. Leave it for the other people that it will resonate with. But I thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you guys really do trust yourself more around this time, and you know, just surrender to a lot of the things that will be going on. You know, surrender yourself. Surrender. All right, so we're gonna be moving on to the Capricorns. Oh. All right, moving on to Capricorns. All right, so Capricorns, I want y'all to know off that y'all do realize that it's not gonna be easy, right? I mean, I think y'all know it was never meant to be easy, but I don't think you guys realize how hard something's gonna be because it's gonna require you to put in a lot of efforts if you want to see the results. But you can't be afraid that like if you see that's kind of the thing. You can't be in that fear of like, but damn, what if it don't work out though? Will it be wasted energy? So it's kind of be energy like you gotta realize that like when you put your time and energy into things, it will manifest, right? Especially if it's positive and it's actually something that you're doing and you put a lot of like good intentions, it will, in your favor on the back end work out. But it's about how are you really striving, pushing forward, setting the goals, creating are you really yearning for that? Do you really desire to be able to accomplish what it is that you're doing, And I feel like that's going to tie into a big part of your message for right now, but also just for like this. I was going to say this year, but then I got like this month, but it can still tie into this year. All right, so what messages for wisdom? What messages for wisdom? What messages for Capricorn around this time on their journey and path? So you got the Magician, the Fool, Four Swords, and the Two of Swords in reverse. Oh yeah, see, it's kind of like what I said before. Capricorn, y'all are definitely you guys are definitely stepping into your power, and if it's not you stepping into your power, you're definitely taking control of your life, and you are trusting where you're being guided to go. Because with the Magician and the Fool here, you guys can be meditating a lot too, and I feel like you two in reverse, so you definitely ain't blind. So the 9. So so Capricorn right now, what y'all are experiencing is so you guys are kind of seeing damn, I'm trying to say it too fast. You guys are seeing your manifestations come to life. But there is a there was out there third chakra damn. There definitely was a situation in the past that so financially whatever this may be good. So this may be dealing more with like I don't want to say relations, but it may do like more the like romantic part of this. But I'm kind of getting that like there was something that you were like meditating on, or like you were kind of in your head about, and it turned from like you being in your head to kind of like you being I don't want to say defensive, but it's kind of giving me the energy. It's kind of like it's like you get a in your head, then you get a knot in your head, then you get a acting strong, but then you get a sad, and then you get a stalking. So you could be going back and forth into like you could be back and forth in between feeling a particular way about something or a particular situation. So it could be dealing with a person or a personal relationship with somebody that could be like opposite, or you could be opposite with it. Like one day you like you overthinking it, the other next day you kind of just like, oh well, or like you're not really stressed about it. You need to take it. Then it's like the next day you're being defensive about it, and then the next day you're in this sad energy about how it ain't working, and then here you go again, Page of Swords. It's like you just Like Capricorn, the energy I get for this is like, I don't know. It's just like I'm just so like. So you guys could be kind of like out of something right now, or like you could be low on energy or not really feeling like. I don't know. Something's just not. Something just not. Something's not where you guys want it to be. So it's kind of putting you in this energy of like, whatever, you know. But then like you still go back and you still be like caught up about it. So it's like you got to start grounding yourself down. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Yeah, so you gotta yeah, you gotta get out of this funk. Because whatever funk that you're in is kind of causing you that's what is causing this back and forth energy with you. And that's what you have to take control of. You can't depend on anybody else to kind of be there to like save it. You need to save it for yourself. And I think that's why I said what I said in the beginning, right? Because what did I say? I said you got to start. Was that Sagittarius? No, I don't. It may be a little overlap, but you got to start loving something. You got to start. So possibly it could have been shit. You got to start loving yourself, and building that back up. Or like learning to like love yourself enough to let situations go and be. It says dragon. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Yeah, and I kind of got something like that in the other one too. Align with your purpose and the power of your soul. So yeah, you're definitely kind of being guided to reclaim your power around this time. Because you may have gave it away with a situation with somebody else. Kind of like just being so caught up in like how the situation was going, where it ain't going, and that could have been like a big detriment to you. Even though you possibly couldn't see it, in the long run, it was definitely still something that kind of puts you on the edge. Yeah, surrender. I release the need to control and pride. No, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So yeah, you kind of get it. Yeah, you are the one. Yeah, because something definitely is gonna something's got to shift, because if something don't shift, it ain't gonna work out, and you gonna see it ain't gonna work out because the table just moved and shit. So around this time, Capricorn, like y'all gotta get out of this funk. It just feel like this. It's like an unsure energy. It can also be the energy of like trying to go against something. And so it's kind of like when you feel guided to do one thing right, but then you make another choice. You forgot to do this, but then you do that. You want to do this, but then you do that. It's kind of like that. So I think that's why the surrender and blame is there. You got to stop looking at yourself as like, dang, I keep fucking up, you know? And you got to surrender to just following and stepping into that flow of what you need to do. And stop trying to control every situation. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah. Because you got to get in it. You got to realize that, like, you got to let things be. You learned, you went through what you went through for a reason. So now you got to let go. You got to surrender. You got to. It ain't no extra choice. You got to. And I think you know that, but it's that it could possibly be that fear of like how it would go, or like, you know, what it really transpire if I do make this decision. But that's all I got for y'all, Capricorn. Just keep y'all head up, please, and please stay focused on yourself around this time. connecting with your intuition and making the right choice and the right decision, getting out of the fear, getting out of the regret, getting out of this kind of like self-sabotage energy. You got to get out of it, because that's what's going to keep you blocked. You want to move forward, but it's like, are you making the necessary changes to move forward? And if you feel like you're not, then it's like, there you go. But you got to feel that for yourself. It can't be me just saying it. All right, thank y'all for tuning in, Capricorn. I hope it resonated. If it did, leave a like. If it didn't, leave it for the next person. And thank you guys for tuning in to watch this section of the reading. Okay. I only got 3 more songs to go, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired, so I'm probably gonna... I might save... Oh, well, 2 more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna just save Aquarius' video and Pisces for just another video, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting a little tired, y'all. And I wanna give y'all quality readings. I don't want to just... So, we'll probably just hop back on later, and we'll finish up those 2 signs, and so it'll be just for Aquarius and Pisces. So I thank you guys for tuning in and watching this reading. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you very much for trusting in taking the time out to watch these messages. I hope that it resonated with you guys, and like I said, if it didn't, leave it for the next person, because sometimes it's not going to always connect with everybody, you know? It's going to connect with who was meant to see it. And if you feel you saw it and it still didn't resonate, then like I said, just leave it for the next person. So I thank you guys, and I close out the energy, and I ask that Archangel Michael protect you guys and cut off anything negative that is causing you guys to lose focus on your journey, and give you guys peace and clarity so that you guys may be able to move forward with a sound mind and an open heart. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Bz, the Dream Visionist, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.